Welcome to Chortle Games Live. My name is Stephen, and I'm joined by Jeremy from 8-Bit Gamesters. It's just the two of us.
Hey!
Back to the core two. It's rare that
Right?
we get the core two. Um, Gosh, I need to work on my intros. That was awkward. So it's looking real dark and spooky right now, which is appropriate because we're about to go hunt some fools like bounty hunters. Um, but we are in World Tier 5 pretty much. I mean, Jeremy, we haven't played in a few days, but I assume you're still on the hunt for Gear Score 500, right?
Oh yeah, I'm only 490.
Oh, you're higher than me. Um, but okay, that's only 10 intel. That's not bad. We are gonna do bounty hunts, or I guess it's just bounties in this game. And we're gonna see how that does getting us loot. All right, first one is Taylor's Company. And honestly, the closest place is probably going to be... Actually, go to the Overgrowth Control Point. I'm fast traveling there now.
Oh, you could have fast traveled to the main mission. It's right above it.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, buddy.
See, this is why we make a good team. Core 2.
Steven,
Yep.
I got something awesome the other day when I opened a cache.
What'd you get?
I can't wait to show you. But I went ahead and equipped it
Okay.
before I fast traveled.
So we decided to wear outfits that kind of fit the theme. Jeremy looks like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I'm Pup.
Pup the Bounty Hunter. And I just look like I honestly look like someone who is being bounty hunted, if I'm being honest, because I've got like a cap and sunglasses and a denim jacket to hide my identity. So
You're a wanted criminal.
I'm wanted. Oh shoot!
Alright, Pup will sniff you out.
I figure we can do this territory control over here. Because territory controls are actually pretty lucrative when it comes to loot. By the way, this might be a good tidbit for you when we go back to the boo. Did you know that if you swap specializations, the specialization you swap to, you get full signature ammo for?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
I was actually trying the playlist yesterday.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Or not yesterday. Sunday.
Did you feel like completely powerless?
No, it wasn't that bad.
That's good.
It's still pretty rough. Steven,
Yeah.
turn around and look at me.
Hey! You're a fellow man of culture, I see.
Oh, yes.
Excellent. We can tap together.
That's all I wanted to do.
Alright, Kalen's here. It is Stephen, he who launched 1,000 hearts. Launched 1,000 hearts. I'm trying to remember if there's context to that. I know I collected 1,000 hearts because the song Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri was written by me according to a girl whose heart I apparently broke, even though we never dated.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Maybe that's where my cold came from that I've currently got. All that ice inside my soul, you know? Hey, Monty.
Got catch a cold from the ice inside your soul.
So, fun
No?
story.
Alright.
The version by Boyce Avenue is really good. But Boyce Avenue just makes all not good songs good. Um,
High threat enemy patrol
I don't know how to get to where the bounty is located.
Hold on for a
Kalen
second.
says, I want to go to a restaurant like Hooters. I've never been.
Oh my god. You mean like Twin Peaks?
Oh, you guys have Twin Peaks down there?
Yeah.
I thought that was just a thing that we had here. I've never been. I have never been to a restaurant, and I would not like to go to a restaurant.
I've been to Hooters to have a hamburger, but I was never like,
Anna
oh
gave me a
yeah.
Anna gave me a thumbs up.
Is that saying like, yeah, you should go, or it's good that you haven't been?
The way I interpret it, it was like, you did good, husband. Like, where'd you go, Jeremy?
I'm over here on the right side. I was
Where,
upstairs.
oh, wow, you like snuck right past me. I didn't see you move that way.
Yeah. I found a box.
Oh, oh wait, no, the stats suck. Oh man, I about got really excited. I got a black market AKM, but it's 482, and I've got a better gun than that.
That
Sad.
sucks.
Oh, but I upgraded my mask. Oh, and my gloves maybe? Nope, nope, didn't upgrade the gloves. All right, cool. Here we go.
I got a new chest piece, but the roll on it is horrible, so I'm not gonna wear it.
This is basically what you guys are going to be seeing us do tonight. We're doing bounties, and that's it. Probably. Maybe the occasional world activity.
I got 2 purples and a red on the left side.
Got it. I'm going to hit him with a incendiary.
Go ahead.
Tagged him with a crossbow. Ho ho ho! Good job. Oh, that was not okay. That was I expected more fanfare. I guess we're not to the boss yet.
No. He's down below.
I see.
Yeah, I expected a little more too, but
Kalen said, "Are you supposed to hit on them or something? What's the point of it all?" The restaurant. The point of it is for them to take advantage of the fact that you're a stupid, dumb man who is easily influenced, easily influenced by feminine wiles, and they hit on you so that you think you actually have a shot with them, and then you buy more wings. South Park did a whole episode about it.
hey cuties, welcome to Raisins.
I love that episode. It's so gross,
I do too.
but like, honestly, it has a good message too. Like Butters at the very end when he's talking to Stan. That was like, dang, that was powerful.
Oh god. Oh god, Stephen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, these guys are serious.
Monty's go-to character on Mario Party is Monty Mole. That's hilarious. That's Logan's go-to character too, just because he slaps his belly.
I like Monty Mole. I'm more of a shy guy.
I'm more Koopa, honestly. Like, I go Koopa Troopa in nearly every single Mario thing that I play. Occasionally Goomba in Mario Party, because then it's like, you guys just got schooled by literally the most garbage tier enemy in any video game ever.
Alright, he's spawning.
Got it. I've got eyes on him. Yeah, I'm always Koopa or Toad when playing Mario Kart. Toad is my other go-to. I like the minor characters in Mario. Stand by and I'll get a turret out. Alright, burn him down.
Took care of that engineer upstairs.
Good. And we are clear. That's one target.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Nothing. I got 2 different M44s
Wow.
and an MP7.
I'm just going to talk for a second about how much I love my wife because she's headed to her house to pick up some more of the gifts from the wedding. And she walked out and she's wearing Deadpool pajama pants to go pick up stuff from her house. She's a keeper. Kaylin says, I feel like every game should be played on Give Me God of War difficulty or crushing at the very least. Well, that's what World Tier 5 is, Kaylin. Welcome to crushing difficulty. Aaron says, imagine Hooters waitresses at Chili's. Hi, welcome to Hooties. We promise we don't have cooties. I'll see myself out. That could be a new restaurant chain, Cooties. Hey, Speedwagon. All right, I'm headed back to the White House. Well, do we even have to go back to the White House to accept bounties? We don't.
Yeah, you should be able to just go to your list.
All right, I accepted the next bounty. Target
Oh,
acquired.
Steven.
What'd you get?
I just
Doberman.
opened a field proficiency, and I got a 495 MK46.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, enjoy your stuff that's better than me.
I will.
I'm still
Thank you.
getting 484 everything. It's so
Really?
sad. Yeah,
Really?
I've been stuck at the same threshold for so long.
Even from field proficiency?
Mostly, yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Aaron
My field
says,
proficiency keeps upping it. I mean, that's pretty much all I'm getting.
I'll have to check my next field proficiency, but like it feels like I've been getting 484 gear for the past like week. I've just not gone up. Aeronator says I'm a chain chomp or pokey, and Speedwagon says piranha plant. All right, this is good. This is good. This is good. Which Mario villain do you identify with? That's the current question. I'm gonna say we're being posed in the chat. Jeremy, what Mario villain really gets you?
Bowser.
Bowser? Wow, aiming for the top.
Yeah. I've always liked Bowser. I feel like he's a big misunderstood man. He just wants a friend. And secretly, Princess Peach is actually friends with Bowser, and Mario is just a jealous asshole.
Yeah, he just wants a mom for his kids.
Yeah.
Also, is it
Kristen said Mario's abusive and won't let Peach do what she wants.
actually Game Theory did an entire video on why Mario is actually the villain of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's pretty compelling stuff. Also, Super Mario 2 or 3, I can't remember which one, but it's actually a play. Like, it all happens on a stage. Which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, that theory was actually proven to make a ton of sense. Which theory, Aaron? The Mario's a psychopath, or Bowser and Peach are just friends? Monty says, kidnap someone. I just wanted a friend. Disclaimer. The opinions of Jeremy from 8-Bit Gamesters and kidnapping to make friends do not reflect the opinions of Chortle Games.
Whatever, man.
I cut my finger before we started this stream while eating an apple. And it's I didn't cut my finger while cutting the apple. I cut my finger when reaching for the knife because the sheath. It's one of those fancy like fruit cutting knives, and it has a sheath on it. The sheath was not fully over it, and so I nicked my thumb, and it's right. It's my right thumb, and it's where I would normally place my thumb down to play games. So I'm having to use my thumb weirdly.
That happened to me last week, Steven. Actually, 2 weeks ago now. This MK46. Oh my gosh. Just raining down.
Kaylin, I agree with you about the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I thought it was freaking stupid. I thought the back up. I thought the whole thing was stupid. I thought it was overly generic. I thought Rey backflipping over the TIE fighter was stupid. I thought all of it was just dumb. But I
No,
disagree.
Steven, tell me how you really feel.
You don't have time for that. I disagree when it comes to the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order trailer.
Oh my god.
That trailer, I really enjoyed it. I do agree, like, show us gameplay, but that's what E3's for. We're gonna get gameplay at E3.
That's
They
why I got the
hadn't,
teaser at the Star Wars Celebration.
yeah, they hadn't told us the story yet, so I'm willing to let them have a pass for this specifically because we hadn't gotten a trailer yet at all. Now, if they had given us a trailer in the past and then we're like, oh, here's another non-gameplay trailer, that would be different. That would be like, okay, you're dancing around it.
Oh, Steven, they know I'm here.
Awesome.
Jesus. The MP7 is so stable.
I'm gonna try to stick that guy. Stucked!
I killed him before it did.
Shut up. You can't have... Like, you see me make the one of 5... Like, one out of every 5 crossbow shots I actually land, and you were just like, nope, Steven can't have this. And by the way, just before you guys start adding me saying that I mispronounced stuck, I intentionally said stuck to sound more obnoxious. Oh! Come on out. Come on out and play. Got the flank. Oh my god, Jeremy!
I got the kill!
Shut up!
two grenades.
Yeah, honestly, Aaron, if you haven't watched Game Theory's Mario videos, they're super interesting. Like his video about the true origin of, gosh, what's her name? Rosalina. That's a really cool video that he did. He goes pretty deep with the Mario franchise. All right, did you get any good assault rifles?
Nah. Steven, you know I'd give it to you.
I know, but I'm just asking you to check again.
No, I know I didn't. I haven't picked up any guns. It's all been gloves and other stuff. It's all garbage, though.
Well, the good news is I actually am getting a few gear score higher pieces.
Yeah, I see you down there going up.
Thanks. I'm gonna salvage all of my
gun box.
armor mods.
Garbage. There's a gun box in the corner over here, bud.
Excellent.
I got a purple RPK out of it.
Ooh, I see a yellow up there, or down here, somewhere down here.
What is yellow?
Military P416.
You like
Yeah.
the P416, don't you?
Yes, but I currently have an MK16 equipped that is the same gear score, so why would I use the P416?
How about a 490 SAS G12?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron, Game Theory is probably my favorite YouTube channel. I really respect Matt Pat on just like the amount of work he puts into all of his theories, and also just his ethical approach to a lot of things.
Here, Steven, take that too.
What's that?
And how about that?
Oh my God, this is what I was waiting for. This is it. This is where everything changes. Steven starts getting gear scores. Okay. SASG's not too bad. All right. Bounties. Oh, that does say that. Okay. All right, we got Walker and Toker as the next bounty. And I'm going to the safe house. How much is Disney Plus? They're going to have a Falcon and Winter Soldier show as well as the Mandalorian series. I assume you guys are getting into it no matter what. You are a Disney family, right? Yes. Anna loves Disney. I love Marvel and pre-Disney Star Wars. So
Pre-Disney Star Wars. I like that.
Thank you. Well, see, Kaylin, I'm going to answer your question, but then I'm going to get on my soapbox. Disney Plus is going to be $7 or $8, I believe. I think it's 7. There's going to be a lot of original programming, but they've also announced that, just to put this into perspective, all
Their
of the
entire library.
all of the Simpsons is going to be on Disney Plus. All 30 seasons.
Jesus, I did not know that.
Yeah, they just announced that last week.
That's amazing.
Like, just to put that into perspective for you, that is basically Disney saying, if we have it, it's going on Disney Plus, because Simpsons has been super hard to get streaming wise. Like, they just haven't been very accessible. But now that every single season's available, that's like all bets are off. Like, pretty much anything's going to be on there. Eric Burton, how are the bounties? Easy or hard? Haven't started them yet. They're not that bad. There was a time back when we were playing in World Tier 4, I believe, where bounties felt really tough. They definitely up the difficulty between bounties and the rest of the world's content, but it's nothing harder than you'll find in a mission. So it pretty much feels like you're doing a hard mission as far as AI health and damage is concerned. But they are pretty rewarding. If you're in World Tier 5, I would say that bounties, like if you're running with at least one other person, bounties are probably one of the better ways to find gear. They are better than, I would consider them better than Division 1, because in this game, you probably just got here, which, by the way, Eric Burton, I'm really glad you're here. Haven't seen you around here. Welcome to the channel. But in this game, bounties have a progression system where, like, you can do lower bounties that are connected to a tether that gets you better bounties. So, like, we did 2 weaker bounties that were only it was only 1 kill per bounty that we've been doing, but we just unlocked, and this is what we're doing now, a bounty that has 2 bosses.
Walker's at the top of the stairs there.
Thank you. Alright, I'm going to load my crossbow. I'm waiting for the shot. Got her. Nice. Alright, now we still have to get the other guy, Toker, or something.
We got a group or something that just showed up on the right side.
Yep. Kalen says, I liked Rogue One, but every other Disney Star Wars film can go suck an egg. Steven, 2018. It can go suck something else than an egg, but yeah, you're right. I hate Disney Star Wars. Like that's like the biggest point of contention with me and the rest of society. Everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, Disney Star Wars, it's great," but I'm just like, I'm 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 freaking Scrooge over here. I can't do it. Eric Burton, we are on PS4. In fact, if you were looking for a clan to join, we have a clan, and we are taking. Oh,
Oh, whoa. Okay.
oh well, I guess
Okay.
that's that. Okay, we got to start the bounty over. Um, yeah, Eric, we're on PS4. We've got a clan. It's the Split Fire Squad. Um, not a huge fan of the name, but it's what we had. It was our fourth option. Anyway, Star Wars. I talk about this a little bit on the podcast today, but I think I realized one of the reasons why I'm so hard on Disney Star Wars is because when Disney bought Star Wars, they came out and said all of the books and video games up to that point never happened. Um, which means Kyle Katarn never happened, which is my favorite Star Wars character, probably. Kyle Katarn never happened. The Yuuzhan Vong War never happened. Luke's Jedi Order, in the degree that we knew it, never happened. All that cool stuff. And so everything that Disney did after retconning all of the stuff I grew up on, that was them basically saying, "Oh, we're going to do what you grew up on, but better." And they've just been dropping the ball, in my opinion. Like, it's just been super lacking and overly dependent on nostalgia, not doing anything new. And when they do new things, it's just in an attempt to piss me off. And I joke about that, but that's actually true. I mean, that's basically all Last Jedi was meant to do, was create conversation on the internet. Holy crap, is that a set drop? Or is that a cosmetic drop? That's a cosmetic drop. CFG, says Monty. Yep. Good
Cool
old...
fucking guys.
Oh wow, Kalen's whipping out my Xbox gamer tag. That's a moderator right there. Grenade out. Take him. Well, Eric, I just saw your message. If you ever find us online, we would be happy to help you, run with you, or whatever. We're hopefully going to be running the raid when it comes out. So look forward to that. Alright. I guess the first guy is still killed. So we just have to move forward to Toker. Watch the right. Left. Get that engineer to the right.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, he calls us sheriff. I forgot about that. It's been a while. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, Eric, Kalen the alien is our moderator in the chat. He should have posted my PSN. Just add me, and then I will accept your ad after the stream.
Walker's up on the left.
Yep, I'm tossing out a grenade. Alright, hit her. Excellent. What's going on with you, Darian? Not much is going on over here. Just dealing with a cut finger while I play this game. This might be TMI for you guys, but I've got a paper towel right in front of me on the coffee table, and whenever like a little bit of blood starts to come out of the cut, I'm like pressing it onto the paper towel to just wipe it off. So, got a nice little polka dotted paper towel in front of me with my blood.
But the show must go on, Steven.
Show must go on. That's dedication over here. Eric Burton, you hear that? I'm bleeding for you. I'm bleeding for your enjoyment. He said, I'm at work being super productive right now, but I will add you tomorrow afternoon. Sounds good. Where do you work? What do you do? Oh, there's a restock over here. Also, there's a window we can climb through. I'm thinking maybe, yep, I thought correct. Glad to hear that, Darian. Also, I'm sick. You could probably hear it. I've got a little bit of a cold, but it's weird. The cold like normally with me when I get a cold, it starts in my throat, and then I deal with like scratchy throat and cough and stuff for a day, and then it all moves up to my sinuses. It just skipped straight to the sinuses this time. It like was a sneak attack cold. I don't get it. Eric works for an oil and gas company. Well, I am from Mississippi. I work at a church. I am their media coordinator, so I do all of the online website, social media, all that good stuff. But I won't disclose any information on Jeremy. As his... Oh! Oh, Jeremy!
Oh, Jesus! I live in Florida.
Oh! Move! Oh my god.
I pull like really long runs of cable into like construction buildings.
Yeah.
That's like the easy way to describe my job.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's right here.
So Kaylin, I saw you describing the new VR thing, and I think it sounds awesome. Jeremy, have you heard of the new VR 3D rudder? It's a foot analog stick with movement control.
Yes, I heard of that.
I want that.
Did you see the new controllers for the Oculus
I believe so.
that have independent finger?
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Eric is up in Canada, East Coast. Awesome.
Oh wow.
I don't know if we have anyone from Canada who hangs out here, but glad to have you.
That's your target.
Alright. Back left.
Alright.
Oh, of course he's a shield back. Why would he not be?
Got him. Got him again.
Alright, shield's going. Ooh, that...
Alright, I'm gonna get him again.
Target down. Good job.
Got him.
Monty, I didn't know you were British. What time is it for you? I probably did know that and just forgot because that's the kind of guy I am. Really forgetful.
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
We don't have the chatterbox. We don't have any well, Jeremy's got the pestilence, but that's our
I'm
extent.
not using it because it's not high enough level.
Yeah. I'm not worried about exotics or sets till I get to 500, and as you can see, not quite there yet. Once I get there, though, that's when I'll start the race to get all the good stuff. I've heard Chatterbox is pretty great. All right. I'm going to head back to the boo real quick. Jeremy, are you able to purchase bounties in my world?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, I'm down to 16 target intel, so
Yeah.
if you want to purchase some bounties.
I think I could help that.
Yeah, but then you have to have another exotic to salvage to upgrade it to 500, and then it's a whole thing. Um, that's why I'm not really
Yeah,
worried
that's what
about it.
I'm kind of waiting for.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with pursuing exotics until I get 500, so I don't have to worry about that upgrade, if that makes sense. I'm gonna restock on specialization ammo too. Cool. And I'm gonna try recalibrating this rifle to see what kind of up I can get. Calibrate.
Leela. Alright, what bounty do you want to do?
One that leads us to another high bounty, like, or if we've got another like 2 or more targets bounty, let's do that. But let's end up there, if that makes sense. So work us towards a multi-target bounty.
Task Force Sierra.
Uh, Eric, you can recalibrate a weapon as many times as you want, but you can only choose one thing to be recalibrated. Like when I recalibrated that weapon, that slot is now the only thing I can recalibrate on that weapon, but I can recalibrate that as many times as I want.
Huh.
What's the holstered perk on the Chatterbox, Eric? Yeah, they dropped the ball with recalibration in this game. It was really useful and effective in the first game, but all right. Gives you increased rate of fire after you reload after a kill for 10 seconds. That's pretty good. Oh, speaking of the Chatterbox, I believe that guy has it equipped right there.
Do you want to do a clan bounty?
Can we handle it?
It's only hard.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, let me go over and grab ammo from the launcher.
Oh wow, it's like right next to Dark Zone East Charlie checkpoint, so I'm gonna go there. I need to take some medicine. All right. I am at the bounty. How many targets we got? Is it just one?
Yeah, it's just one shielded guy.
Okay, cool.
You get a shotgun out of this.
I saw that.
Figured I'd get a high level one for you.
That would be lovely, especially if it was a spas.
That's what I have equipped right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the only good shotgun in the entire game.
I got it when I was playing Sunday. I think the 492.
Oh, good. You're pushing the right. Look at that. Got that non-verbal teamwork. Love it. Alright, we're looking for Sharky.
Thank you.
I'm confused.
Well, it's showing the dot down there, so.
It was showing the yellow box down here. That's what was confusing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the stuffy nose. It sucks when I try to sleep because I lay on my back when I sleep, and that's basically feels like being waterboarded when you try to sleep laying on your back with a stuffed up nose. No, I will not take your phone call, whoever that is calling my phone. Got something above to your left. It's a medic coming down, veteran. Engineer 2.
Okay.
What?
The guy that just jumped down and started climbing back up the ladder.
I'm not asking questions.
Okay. We're running the gauntlet here. We're going down the alleyway.
Yep.
You can go inside this building over here.
Oh, I go off-brand all the time, Kayla. All the time. I grew up on Dr. Thunder. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's because it's better.
Dr. Thunder is is probably the best of the off-brand Dr. sodas.
The non-licensed sodas.
Non-licensed, you know, all of them are only theoretical physicists, though. So, soda fizz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Gosh, I love how much of how mean-spirited that skill is.
Spotted, Sheriff.
It's like, oh, you want to be in cover? Yeah. Nope,
Yeah.
get out of that cover. Monty says, I remember one night one of my nostrils was completely blocked, but the other was as empty as it could be. And every time I breathed, it was like someone put ice in it. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Like, my right nostril is completely blocked, but my left is open. Which is funny because the other day, it was the other way around.
Oh wow. Okay.
Crawl.
I got shot in the foot.
I got you.
Gee, thanks.
What?
I was just kidding.
Oh.
Cleaning up the streets, one bad guy at a
Yeah, I'm getting like
nicely done.
low 80 drops now. What's your surprise, Darian?
I got a 489 Super 90.
I hate everything. I got a 491 double barrel, so that's just what I'm gonna use.
There you go, Steven.
Is it the Super 90? Because I'm not a fan of the. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank
welcome.
you.
It was a Spots 12, but I know you don't like the Super 90.
You devil.
Oh,
You little stinker.
stop.
All right, you want to get us another bounty?
Sure.
Why is the Cathedral of Notre Dame on fire? I don't know why. It was being renovated for a multi-million-dollar renovation.
Yeah.
But people don't know if it's arson or, gosh, I've got a bad pun. I'm not going to say it because that's actually tragic, so I'm not going to say it.
Well, we only have... Let's do this one.
It's funny because Darian says I eat off-brand cereal all the time. One of the best cereals I've had, shout out to Evan and Mike, because they're the ones that technically introduced me to this. And Jeremy, you probably know what I'm talking about because I think we've talked about it before. The s'mores cereal from Walmart.
Oh, boy.
That cereal is amazing because it's Golden
It's so
Grams, Cocoa Puffs, and marshmallows, just all put together to make s'mores. It's amazing.
How do you accept... Oh, never mind.
Eric, like I said, I'm on the gear chase to 500. Once I hit 500, I'm going all in for the build. But I'm not bothering making a build just yet till I get to 500 because my whole thing is if I get to 500, all the majority of my gear is going to drop around that score. So then I can start making builds and using crafting material because I won't have to worry about replacing that gear. So I'm just waiting to do that. And that way I can experiment with different guns and skills and stuff more to decide what I want that build to be at 500. I had an idea for a True Patriot build, but sets are a joke in this game right now, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. It's not letting me accept any of the bounties
Okay.
from here, so... Go back to the do.
Darien, it might be a South thing. I don't know, but it's at Walmart. If it's not in a box, it's in a bag. So it's one of those bagged cereals. But it's called s'mores, and I think it's the. Hold on, I've got the bag in my kitchen. I'm just gonna look at it and tell you what the brand is and everything. It's in a blue bag. I'm walking into my kitchen. It's called S'mores cereal, and it is. Malto Meal. That is the brand.
If you can ever find it, they make a blueberry muffin cereal that's phenomenal.
Oh, are you serious? Because Anna,
really
one of her favorite things on the planet is blueberry muffins.
And it tastes exactly like a blueberry muffin.
Oh, I'm glad she's not here because now I can surprise her with blueberry muffin cereal.
I haven't seen it in a while, but what am I doing?
Yeah.
No, the blueberry muffin, like malto meal. Christopher in the background.
You got it, Darian.
Oh, yum.
Those off-brand cereals come in those jumbo bags for like $5, a real deal. Yeah, I know. Like Off-brand cereal's the best because it comes in a bag that's got way more in it, and it's cheaper, and it all tastes the same.
Alright, we're gonna do this one. This one's normal difficulty, but you get a light machine gun.
I see. I see what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. And I don't have any of the ones to unlock any of the other bounties, so
I gotcha. Gosh, that's
I'd have done this first.
middle of friggin' nowhere.
Yeah.
Monty says, America both surprises me and disappoints me at the same time. Yup. Yup.
This is America.
That's kind of the thing with America is that sometimes it's like we do something where you're like, oh, maybe that place isn't so bad after all. And then like literally 2 seconds after we built that good faith, you're just like, oh yeah.
Florida's like, hold my beer.
Florida's like, hold my beer and my pet gator.
Here's a little insight into Florida, guys. We don't have pet alligators.
Okay,
Just
you need to be careful with how much you throw around that knowledge because, like, people that believe in pet gators in Florida, like, if you tell them that, you might shatter their dreams like telling a kid that Santa Claus isn't real. Like, that's like adult Santa Claus is Florida pet
Santa
gators.
Claus isn't real, Stephen? Why would you reveal that information? It's on the internet now. What's wrong with you?
The world needed to know.
Yeah. Neither's the Easter Bunny, but hey.
What? There is a moment on Friends where Phoebe and Joey were talking. I don't even remember what they were talking about, but like Joey says something about like the whole Santa Claus thing in conversation, and then at the end of the conversation, Phoebe says to him, she was like, When you said the whole Santa Claus thing, you meant, and he was like, that he's not real. And she was like, oh, yeah, of course. And then she turns towards the camera and her eyes are like huge.
Yeah.
I love
God
that
bless
show.
her.
That's
Yeah, it was good.
That's my version of The Office is Friends. I love The Office, but like I watch Friends a lot just because of Chandler. He and I are
You like Chandler?
We're a kindred spirit.
Dude, I love Chandler. He's one of my favorite characters. Well, he is my favorite character. Krista from the Peanut Gallery. Are you guys talking about Friends? Yes, Krista, we're talking about Friends. Krista
I'm
said you're
about
welcome.
a 485 gear
She
score, but I'm
made
focusing on a build, thinking if I can make a build that really mounts, I can grind the higher gear score just to replace the existing. Yeah, let me know how that works out for you, Eric. I'm just taking this approach because, like, yep, I think that's actually, it's just opening for us. I don't think there's any hostile.
Okay. Ooh, I was about to...
Yeah.
Hold on, let me blow that up. We're good.
Yeah, there's a heavy over here. Let's take him out first. My thing is, like, when I start making a build, I want to be able to go all in, and I don't want to have to retread or reacquire anything. So, like, my personal preference is to just get to the high gear score, then start doing everything, like, piece by piece. Which episode are you on, Monty? Just gonna pretend that I was waiting for you and not waiting for that door to open.
Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't going to say anything. Was just going to let it go. And now you brought it up.
I also was looking
Because
at my finger.
I ran over there to
it's...
stand with you and was like, oh, okay. Yep, that's not a thing.
So, Eric, I'm probably going to go for a support build. My original plan was to run True Patriot as a skill build, where I benefit the team with the offensive flags, but at the same time running a survivalist, getting the synergies from the survivalist perks, as well as leaving the 6th slot, because you get the flags for True Patriot at 5. But my plan was, with that 6th slot, use a piece that increases my healing output. So basically running a off-heal skill build that does offensive and defensive support, something like that. but sets are garbage right now, so I'm probably just gonna go for a support build, heals, with a little bit of offensive support through some gun talents. I really like the one that makes it to where when you kill enemies that have a status effect, you increase nearby teammates' critical hit chance. I really like that perk.
Target down. Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Steven, I just got a vector from that heavy we fought outside, and it is phenomenal.
Good. I just got another skill mod for the Firefly.
I got 2 RPKs.
What are their gear scores, and do you want both?
One's 494, and the other one is 490.
Alright, you can keep both.
Oh, what, they're not good enough for you?
To justify me swapping out from an assault rifle, no.
Fine. Whatever.
Monty says, I think season 5, but I can't say what episode. Can't say what episode? Like, you don't know how to describe what episode, or you're keeping it confidential? Because that's suspicious. Alright, can we get another bounty?
Yeah, if you hold on for a second. Jesus.
Okay, calm yourself.
I'm calm as a cucumber.
It's cool as a cucumber.
I'm calm as a cucumber. I said what I said, and I stand by it, Steven.
Alright, that's fine. If you want to stand by your wrong statement, that's your prerogative, not
Well,
mine.
if you want to be an asshole, then fine.
I don't like Bounty Hunter Jeremy. He's mean. Pup the Bounty Hunter needs some manners.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a dick. That's fine. But you gotta be hard in these streets.
When you hunt people, like, you can't really expect to be the most pleasant.
I'm not a cannibal.
I didn't say you eat them.
People. You said hunt people.
I did. Inferior says, please don't make me laugh. Challenge
I'm sorry?
accepted.
Cool. Why do I have 5 apparel cache keys?
I had that too. They might have just... I'll die
Cool.
because I'll cough. Oh no.
Using them all.
Kaylin, I'm glad you mentioned that. There is a meme going around, right? It's not even a meme, it's more of just a, I guess, stance, where people are saying that those that don't watch Game of Thrones are as bad as vegans when it comes to being vocal about their lifestyle choices. For example, the joke right now, a vegan and a person who has never watched Game of Thrones walk into a bar at the same time. Which one tells you first? I take offense to that because I've never watched Game of Thrones and I don't really want to. I'm not vocal about it. I don't go up to somebody as soon as they talk about Game of Thrones and I'm just like, I don't watch it.
Steven, you would love Game of Thrones though, man.
I think there are enough things about it that would really turn me off. And so I just, I'm sure there are a lot of aspects I would like, but I don't know. It just has been off-putting to me. Personally, like,
I mean, I'm one of the few that's like, if you want to watch it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm not one of those assholes that's like, oh my god, you need to watch it, bro.
yeah, and that's my thing.
I
Like,
don't care if you do or not. I tell people it's a good,
Right.
It's an awesome show. Like I really enjoy it, but I don't.
and that
I
is
hate
the
people that are like pushy about it. I think
yeah,
it's
that is the respectable amount. But what's so annoying to me is that the people that say that the people that don't watch Game of Thrones and make sure everybody know it are annoying are the ones who push it down everybody's throats and are annoying
Yeah.
about it. And so it's like, are you sure that you understand what's going on here? Because I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Well, I would ask Jake and Brodie because they both love Game of Thrones. Kaylin, Well, I guess Jeremy, you like Game of Thrones. Caitlin's asking how
I love Game of Thrones.
Caitlin's asking how the first episode of season 8 was.
Freaking phenomenal! It was amazing. It was kind of a recap, but
Yeah.
it's like a lot of people that have been apart for years and years coming back together. So it was really cool to see like the
Yeah.
differences between like how they used to be and them completely different now. Because I mean the show's however old it is, and like
7 years old. Well, 8 years.
well, so yeah,
7.
well it's season
No,
8, but there's
no,
a
it's
year between this season and last season.
yeah,
so.
it's 8 years old, I think, because it started in 2011.
Yeah. So 8 years old, and you see like Arya, which was super young when the show started, and now she's this young lady, and she's a badass. And finally, like meeting up with family members, and just like you can tell that she's completely different. She's not this innocent girl anymore.
Right.
It was cool. It was definitely wild.
All right. To recap on chat while I'm fast traveling. Monty said it's the episode where Phoebe meets her dad for the first time and Joey gets a purse. You know, it's funny because that's actually the most recent episode of Friends I watched, and it was in the hotel room that Anna and I had in Alaska on our honeymoon. Kaylin says, ironically, the sex scenes turned me off. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with the amount
You
of
talking about
with Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's the one part that I could do without. Like
Yeah.
some of them are necessary because it's part of the story, but others you're just like, come on. Like
Yeah.
this whole scene wasn't necessary at all, in the least bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you get an LMG from that?
Let me check. No.
No, that's weird. See if there's any more bounty or clan bounties. No, that one's a normal.
Well, if we need to move on to a different activity, we could do a mission. Because actually, let's do this mission.
Yeah, I don't see any others that are really worth our time.
Cool.
I can't unlock this one. I have to do Task Force Sierra, which I don't have that mission. I wonder if mine and yours are different.
Monty said you
I
need
doubt
something to get all the horny teenagers to watch it. Well, you're not wrong. It worked. And that's what everybody seems to tell me, is that Game of Thrones started with a lot of the gratuitous sex to get people watching, and then by the time those people grew up, it was like, oh, this show has legitimate depth, yeah, and stuff like that. But to me, it's like
I know. That's why I watch it.
the sex or the depth. What's the difference? Ugh, why did I say that?
I was just gonna say both.
Dang.
Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
So, this is where I am going to sound soapboxy about Game of Thrones, but it's really just a general broad sweep. I don't have much respect for a show, a video game, a book, anything, movie, whatever, that lures people. Like, I get that, like, I guess Game of Thrones is a bad example because the sex is part of the source material. But, like, to use those kinds of tactics to be like, oh, look at all the sex. This show is it's so scandalous and everything, just to get people to watch it. I just got destroyed. Come to the left. But that just I don't know, seems scummy. But I also have this supernatural gift to find a problem with everything, so.
Yeah, you do.
Eric says, I don't understand why people watch TV shows for porn. Have they never heard of Pornhub? Well, I had a roommate, and honestly, let's try to trace back why I don't like Game of Thrones. I had a roommate in college. Awful person. Just he did dip tobacco, but would leave his bottles of saliva and crap uncapped all around the dorm room, like everywhere, and they would spill. He frequently broke the rules and put me in jeopardy to break said rules. And he loved Game of Thrones and other shows like Scandal and would talk too much about them. So maybe it's an association thing, where when I think of Game of Thrones, I think about that awful person that I had to room with. I don't know. Pretty sure he also had sex in my bed, but I don't like to think about that. Don't even get me started on roommates, Darian says. You know, I actually got pretty lucky when it came to roommates in college up until that point, because when I went to the college that I went to, I was supposed to have a roommate, and he was a ghost. So that basically means he paid to have the dorm to get scholarships, but never lived there. He lived off campus. Then the awful roommate, whose name shall not be named. I'd never talked about him on the channel before, so it's nobody that anybody here knows. He was basically dropped on me, where I showed up to my dorm one day and everything was moved, and he had moved himself in. So that was like, oh, awesome. No warning. And this guy was so bad when it came to like relocations from dorms that I was his third roommate that semester. But oh gosh, why am I on fire?
There was fire in the middle of the room.
Oh, I did not see fire in the middle of the room. But after I got moved out of that room, a semester later, I got.
I can open a box down here.
Oh, please do. Nice. I got my own room, so I didn't have a roommate again. That was pretty nice. And then, oh, how about that? And then later on, my last year in college, I got a roommate that was pretty nice. We didn't connect at all, but you know, he wasn't an absolute turd sandwich. So that's really all you can ask for in a roommate. Kayla says over/under 50%. You release another bottom line review. So, like I said, next I'm gonna do bottom line reviews in the future. I'm thinking about ways to do them differently, but I'm targeting games or movies or possibly even shows that are more divisive. Like some people like it, some people hate it, and so the point of the bottom line review concept is to just kind of say what it is once you get past people's opinions and controversies and stuff like that. That's disgusting, Darian. I'm going to try to not think about that. What are the raids? Oh, I'm going to toss a grenade in that room.
Go ahead.
Okay. There is only going to be one raid in this game so far, Eric. And it's coming out by the end of the month. It's going to take place at the Washington airport, I believe. It's going to be 8 players. But I did enjoy doing that bottom line review of Anthem, Kalen, and I still stand by it. But it's hard to do because Jake has to edit it, and I have to write the script and communicate my vision for the video to Jake, while in a pretty tight time crunch. And it's hard because, like, I want to do that for games that, you know, releasing a review for them would still be topical and it would actually contribute something to the internet to have that review. And to do that, I would have to play it a lot to have enough of insight to where I can weed through the controversies. And by the time I've done that, because I don't have...
Oh my god, I'm dead.
What hit me?
I have no idea.
Jeez. Eric, it's going to be its own activity probably because it's 8 players. So it's probably going to be its own standalone type thing to where, you know, you've got missions and strongholds, and raids are probably going to be the tier above strongholds.
Open the fuel line. That should give the decom protocol enough gas to run.
Oh wait, I'm going to toss a grenade in there again.
They're in the basement.
Good. Ooh. Yeah, this one time, we're jumping off of Darian's story. I went to see The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug. And fun fact, I actually went with Anna. And this is when we were not dating, and this is actually during a time when we wouldn't date again for a while. It was just one of those chance things. But when I came back, it was the midnight premiere, and it was at a theater that was probably 20-some minutes away. When I came back that night at around 1:30, the room was a mess. Like, the trash can had been flipped over, the chair had been thrown, my homework had been tossed on the ground and stuff. My desk was a mess. And I asked my roommate, I was like, what happened here? And he was like, oh yeah, I invited a girl over here, it got rough. And so, I had actually had a really bad night prior to that, for reasons I'm not going to disclose. Ask me about it sometime privately if you want me to talk about it. But it was one of the worst nights of my life, actually. But he didn't clean it up. I cleaned it up the next day, and I felt dirty cleaning it up, because God knows what happened. But, yeah. Bad roommates. Oh, it's not so much that reviews need to prove their existence, Kaylin. It's that I don't want to do a review if I'm not providing something that isn't already being provided. Because fact of the matter is, as much as I like to talk about why I enjoy a video game, people don't want to hear me talk about why I like The Division 2 when they have already listened to God knows how many people talk about why they like The Division 2. What people might be interested in hearing is why a person likes a game regardless of why other people don't seem to like a game. Because some people, no one is looking to hate a game, usually. Like Anthem, people wanted to like Anthem. So when you hear someone with a positive review of Anthem, like, hey, I acknowledge that there are problems, but here's why I still enjoy Anthem. That's something that contributes to the thought space of Anthem. And again, as much as I would love to talk about Division 2, what I have to say, everyone's already said it. So I would feel like I wasn't really offering anything. By the way, where did you go? I don't know where you went.
Upstairs.
Oh, through the rappel? I see.
Yeah.
Imperior said, I lost my friends to Anthem. Make it sound like they died. Did they die? I still enjoy Anthem. I still appreciate Anthem, but I will not be actively playing it until it is fixed. It is prepared.
More content is added.
More content is added. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the quick loot hunt. I enjoyed the gameplay. What was there was good, but it just so happens that only like 70%, if being generous, of the game was there at launch.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it as well.
Kalen said thought space, but with THOT. No, not that kind of thought space. But I will say, like, sometimes I kind of want to get back on Anthem and fly around on my Ranger and fight a Titan again. It's fun. As much as EA rushed the game, it's a fun game.
We should do that tomorrow, Steven.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it. If I've got
down.
time.
Well, what are you streaming tomorrow?
Brodie and I are streaming Borderlands, I believe. If not, actually, Jake mentioned maybe wanting to do a stream. I can just tell Brodie, hey, we can stream Thursday or something, and then all three of us could stream some Anthem.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, all right, I'll talk to Jake and Brodie about it.
Access the morgue at the far end of the West Wing construction site. If they haven't been disposing of the corpses properly,
Yeah,
we
if-
could have another outbreak on our hands.
If Brodie can't stream Thursday, you guys can just do it Tuesday. I don't mind. Either way, bud.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. This is so refreshing, guys. Like, let me just stop and say how much I appreciate you guys are engaging with us in the chat. I've missed that because ever since I came back from the honeymoon, and even a little bit before that, I feel like that's been kind of missing from the streams. Like, not a lot of people have been watching, not a lot of people have been talking, and it's not so much the view count that I care about. It's the amount of engagement. I really enjoy just talking to people, getting to know them, getting to talk about things they like, things they hate. So thank you for giving me that tonight. I really appreciate it. Eric said it's a growing trend. So many games are being released half complete. Yeah, it really is. Unfortunately. Main story was fun, but after doing the same 2 legendary contracts for the one masterwork really wasn't fun. Yeah, agreed. Okay, please tell me that's an assault rifle and not freaking submachine gun. Yeah, okay.
What level is it?
494 AUG Para.
Uh,
Do you want?
I'll take it if you don't want it. Yeah, I like.
I got 2 of them. You can have one.
Okay.
EA is actually the worst company. They destroyed the Battlefield name. You're absolutely right. I hate EA. They're the worst. Jeremy, I just dropped it. It's a 492. It's back here. Oh, you are way up there. Okay, I'll bring it to you. Whoa! An arrow just flew past my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eric, that's what makes me worry about Star Wars Jedi. Is this all sounds too good to be true? What's EA planning to mess it up? Oof. Oh my god! Jeremy, can you help me?
Can do.
You know, Kaylin, it's funny you mentioned that. I love how you call it music bending. Um, I, over recent weeks, have considered picking that stuff back up, trying to write again, because I honestly really miss it. But I'm just trying to get to a place where I can balance my life more. I'm not wanting to take on anything else, to distance myself.
Steven, drop the og.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hi.
I'm not wanting to take on anything to separate myself from Anna at all. I still want to be as 100% attentive to her as I can be. I don't want to have work sacrifice. I don't or suffer from taking anything on. I of course want to still be able to do this, all that stuff. But I'm getting to the point to where I'm starting to get the creative urge again. So if there is enough fanfare for it, like if you guys are like, hey, give me these stories right now, and there's an audience for it, something that will actually give me the creative drive and motivation and inspiration, I will release what I've got to you guys. But everyone says, oh, just write for yourself. I have a hard time doing that. I like telling stories, but to tell a story, I feel like there needs to be an audience, as pretentious or attention hungry as that may sound. So if you guys tell me, Kaylin's on board, I will consider it, Kaylin. I will seriously consider it. But it's nowhere near complete. It's something that I've always wanted to publish to like a degree of like publishing books or publishing like as an online series. Something to monetize, that'd be cool, but I would be fine with never monetizing it as long as it's like something that I've always just wanted to complete, like just something to be able to say that I did it and people experienced it. But who knows? You guys might be my natural audience. Oh, good. More 486 gear.
Evelyn's ahead of the outcasts. If she's an asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus.
But I've been, the music bending guy, I haven't been giving much creative thought to him, but I've been giving a lot more creative thought to my personal favorite character out of those stories that I wrote, who basically has the power of thought suggestion to where he can kind of worm his way into somebody's mind by planting an idea. Basically the movie Inception, but he can do it instantly without having to go through 5 layers of dreams. He's got a really compelling story to be told, and so a lot of my like off time of thinking has been going to his character. Thought suggestion with the Kaylin put thought suggestion, THOT. Not that kind of thought suggestion.
He's quite thoughtful today.
Ugh.
Sorry. Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
That was a taste. Anyway.
Grenade. Going out. Yikes.
No.
But like, for example, this guy's superpower.
Huh?
It's linked to
Not connected.
for story reasons that I can't reveal. It's linked to him writing. So if he wrote in a blank page that guy right there, that using basically word coding, if he wrote that guy's gun was burning his hand, the guy would actually drop his gun because he felt like his hand was on fire because the gun was burning him. So he can mess with people's minds from smaller to a smaller degree to maybe a larger degree, like making them forget memories. And one thing that he does at one point is he sees a kill team coming towards him, so he basically writes out several smaller subliminal messages. So like whenever he snaps his finger, 3 of the people have the muscle memory instinct to unload their magazine in their gun. So it's like he can create little like mind traps. But he's got a lot more to him than that. He's pretty cool, but back when I was in high school, it was late high school that I started writing this. It was actually my senior year. I had 4 characters. There was that guy, there was the music bending guy, there was this one character who is a serial killer who basically judges those who yeah, I'm holding off back here, just try to respawn. But he is a serial killer who targets evil, basically. So he's like, I guess, Dexter. Is that the character? But he sees himself as justified, like an angel of vengeance or of death, basically. And then there's this other guy who basically, he's hard to explain, but he's basically the muscle. And out of those 4 characters, nobody liked the thought suggestion guy. He's my favorite. And at first I was like, oh man, no one likes him, but then I realized for his story, that's actually fitting. Because it would harm his character if he was likable. Well, Monty, well, hold on. The freaking iPad changed angles. Come on, flip! Flip! Does it only work if he writes in English? No. Good question. Because it's not the words themselves. Like it's not the English words, but it's the intent. The reason he has to use writing to do it, I'm not going to reveal the reason. I can't, because it's actually pretty cool why he can't. But the rules it works under are basically kind of like a curse. It's not a curse, but it's kind of like that. So he has to follow a rule, not necessarily writing in English. It's more so the vehicle he has to go through to make his power work is through writing. So it could be in Chinese if he needed to. He jots it down on paper, but the way it kind of works could be computer coding, kind of like coding an AI. If this happens, like setting triggers like if this, then this. That's kind of how it works. Yeah, Monty, this is something that I've been working on since my senior year in high school, and I've been off and on about it. I wrote it a lot in college, but I've never really done anything with it because life has kept happening. But who knows? Maybe I'll hit it again if you guys give me enough of a reason to, and by that I mean if you guys show enough interest, that might get the spark back.
Well, I'm interested, Stephen.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I think it's cool, man.
I appreciate it. In all seriousness, oh god, Molotov! It was just flying in.
Oh god, I ran through it. It was...
Yeah.
But
anyway. I do really miss being creative, because that used to be like my main hobby. Was just I would sit down after coming in from like a class in college, and I would just be like, these 2 characters, I would like to see how they would fight each other, and I would put on a fitting song because I always write to music, and I would just go. Which, in all honesty, that's the character that it all started with was the music bending guy, because I like music is so important to me when it comes to a creative process, that like it just seemed fitting to start with that kind of character. Well, I will keep that in mind, Monty. It's definitely on the table, but life needs to calm down first, you know? I've always said that, like, one of the advantages, or I've not always said this, but I've always thought one of the advantages of doing all this stuff with the channel and meeting all these new people is that maybe I could eventually find an audience for the stuff, like the stories that I want to tell, the things that I want to do, which would be cool, but it's always been like a secondary. I've never had any ulterior motives, like thinking, haha, I'm gonna trick you guys into liking me just so you'll read my stuff. That's never been it. I just realized, honestly, only a few months ago that that's kind of something that could happen, so who knows. Alright, what is music bending? Okay, so Monty, this character, basically when he hears music, he can control the sound waves and amplify them and manipulate them into a force. So basically think of someone hearing dubstep and throwing it like a wave. Basically bending dubstep as a weapon, as... What's a good example of that? The dubstep gun on Saints Row 4. Not exactly that, but like he can use it to like throw his hands down and like propel himself forward, or to like clap his hands forward and make a sound wave, stuff like that. You are in a really bad spot. You need to crawl. Go ahead and give up. Actually, no, I could... Okay.
Yeah, I gave it. Keep running. The little RC car's after you.
I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm gonna stem the
Did you
bleeding.
run over to where I am?
I tried because I felt bad, but don't
I can't
worry.
Respawn.
Oh yeah. Well. Kaylin says Stephen writes to music. How extravagant. Stephen, you're immaculate. Never change. Good lord. Actually, yeah, that's a really good way to put it, Monty. An airbender from Avatar, but he uses music instead of air. Basically. And an idiot, apparently. Yep. Steven's an idiot. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm so... Like, whenever I talk about video game music, especially, I get really passionate, because chances are I've written to it. Guild Wars 2's soundtrack, Elder Scrolls, never go wrong with Elder Scrolls, anything by Supergiant Games and Darren Korb, that's great.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm a stickler for good video game music, and of course film music. But like, to me, video game music stands out more. Which I'm gonna go ahead and plug this guy real quick. Not that he needs my plugs, because he did the freaking Elder Scrolls themes for 3 through 5. But Jeremy Soule. That's Jeremy spelled like Jeremy's name. Soule, S-O-U-L-E. He is the composer that is often considered the John Williams of video game music. He did a lot of stuff for World of Warcraft. He did Elder Scrolls, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Which is why all of the music sounds like the themes all sound like the same thing, but just telling a different story in a different land. And he also did Guild Wars 1 and 2. He did a lot of stuff, and he's great. He referring to him as the John Williams of video games is accurate, because if you listen to John Williams' music, his stuff really does tell the story with nothing but notes. Like the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight in Star Wars Episode 3, you get that entire story, that entire conflict through just the music. And Jeremy Soule is like that. So yeah, check his stuff out. It's really good orchestral stuff. Over next to you?
Yep.
Can you get a mark on him? I'm not seeing it. Later, inferior. Monty, we're not going to be streaming too much longer. We're going to be done within the next 20 minutes, probably. Alright, I got eyes on the named. Come on, take cover, take cover. Ah, you whore. By the way, this mission has a chance of dropping the shotgun exotic that I want, so keep me posted on if you get that, please and thank you.
Nope.
Alright,
I'm gonna dismantle it. So I can get pestilence.
you monster.
No, I'll give it to you if it drops.
Really? Did that seriously not? Whatever.
Nope.
Awesome. Woo!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Alright, well, the end will be pretty soon, Monty, so we won't keep you too much longer. I really appreciate you staying this whole time, though. It's really cool.
Oh, I'm down next to you.
No! Sorry, there was a suicider, and
I saw him run up, yeah.
Whew.
That was scary.
It was. I appreciate you sticking around with us, Eric, especially since you just met us.
Wow, I'm dead. Oh boy. Yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around over at Chortle Games.
Have you gotten anybody watching, Jeremy?
No.
Quick shout out to 8-Bit Gamesters.
No, dude. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm doing this. I'm doing this because you are my favorite person to stream with. Jeremy actually has a channel. It is 8-Bit Gamesters, and
And we suck.
they're small. They don't suck, but they're small. Every channel faced it. Chortle Games faced it until we started streaming regularly and did E3. Those things boosted us. But Jeremy and Marcus over at 8-Bit Gamesters, they're a fun channel. Really cool guys. You see them here a lot, but they actually do their own content. They play through games like Alien Isolation. They did Broforce a little bit, and they play a lot of Division and Destiny. Well, not really Destiny anymore, but a lot of Division with me.
Yeah, not so much Destiny anymore.
We
Kinda
did
fell off
Anthem
that
a lot.
bandwagon. We
but-
did Anthem a lot.
We're gonna do Anthem again once they add more stuff.
Yes.
And Kaylin, look at that, is giving you spelling out your channel in the chat so that people can look you up. What a mod.
Appreciate it.
Mod of the year,
I
Kaylin
would
is.
I would comment on it, but my phone's dead.
I'm looking for your body. Oh, you respawned. Awesome. Eric, funny you should ask. We don't stream every day, but we have a 5-day content schedule over here on Chortle Games. 5-day. On Mondays, we have a podcast at 12 p.m. Central Time and a live stream that is the Division 2 at night. Usually we do closer to 9 o'clock, but I decided to go early tonight because my wife was running errands, and I figured, well, since she's going to be out of the apartment, might as well...
Your wife.
I know, it feels great. I just got married, like literally 2 weeks ago, Eric, so I'm flexing a lot just with the word wife. Then on Tuesdays or Thursdays, we do a team-up stream, which is where we play some kind of online co-op game. Tomorrow night, it's either going to be me and Brodie, who's another guy on the channel, playing Borderlands the pre-sequel, or it's going to be me, Jeremy, who I'm playing with right now, that's him over there, 8-Bit Gamesters, and Jake playing Anthem. And then on Wednesdays, we have a Let's Play video at 12 Central. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we have live streams in the evening. So we stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays. No kids, Eric. We just got married, and we're not even thinking about kids yet. Trying to get a house first. If I'm being honest, we're trying to get to Friday first, just get to the weekend. That's basically where we are in life. No kids though. Just stream the Division. Well, we're streaming a lot of it. And actually, 8-Bit Gamester streams it a lot. We stream it a lot at Chortle Games, and then our brother channel, Friendly Fire Games, stream a lot of Division. They do more of the PvP side in the Dark Zone. That's what the CFG stands for, is Chortle, or C for Chortle Games, F for Friendly Fire, and then G for 8-Bit Gamesters. So feel free to...
Monty, thank you for coming over to 8-Bit. He commented and asked what my armor was. It's just for pre-ordering the game, I got the American Dreams die for it. But the chest piece I have is the Armadillo vest. It's nice. It's like a riot vest almost.
Yeah. Well, Eric, we're definitely loving the game. A little bit frustrated with it, with some of the changes, but they've shown such goodwill through quick fixes and awareness to what's going on and being open about it that I'm not too hurt about it. But yeah, that's
I wish they would have. I wish they would have done more of what the original Division did so well.
Right,
And not try to change it.
not change the optimization station, recalibration station, just keep it as is.
So perfect.
It was perfect. Literally nothing wrong with it.
It was perfect.
Yeah, and then sets were one of the most interesting parts. It was one of the most interesting parts of Division 1 for me, and they made sets in this game completely useless for now. Yeah, I agree, Eric. That's why I'm not too miffed about it. The game is great, and with more patches, fixes, and optimization, the game could be the best. You go on a honeymoon for a week, and they tarnish your favorite game via patch. Yeah, no kidding, Kalen. I leave for 1 week, and then they're like, "All right, skill builds are useless now. Steven's gone. We can do whatever we want." Yeah, Eric, they've talked about how they are aware that skill builds are underwhelming, sets are underwhelming, and enemies are too spongy. So the 3 big issues I would have with the game right now. But what makes me think that they may not buff sets that much is they said that they don't necessarily want everyone running sets. They like the idea of people running hybrid builds or just high-end builds. Which I'm okay with that too, but
yeah,
make sets at least a part of the conversation, not just the wrong choice, But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream tonight. Jeremy, what you guys got going on over at 8-Bit?
Not a damn thing. Back to you, Steven. But in all seriousness, we don't have a schedule or anything yet. We're still trying to work out the logistics and all that. Just not being reliable enough to do it with how our work goes and Marcus streaming with me.
Yeah.
And him not being available all the time. It just...
Yeah, right now
we'll get to a point sometime, but...
Yeah, right now you guys mainly kind of join me whenever I stream, and that's kind of your main...
Yeah,
right.
That's our main content. Every now and then we try to do Alien Isolation or Broforce or some sort of single-player game where me and Marcus can play, but it's been few and far between recently.
Yeah. Good night, Monty. Thanks for sticking to it.
Good night, Monty.
Well, over at Chortle Games, I mentioned the schedule a minute ago. If you need a repeat of it, it's either in the link or in the description below.
Or in the Discord.
Or in the Discord, which the Discord, if you would like to join the conversation during the week, which we would love to have you over at the Discord, you can find that in our channel banner. We hang out there with dank memes and all that good stuff. We tell when we're live. We talk about what we're going to be playing. Really just anything that you want to engage with us during the week about, like asking us our thoughts on certain games or trailers or whatever. That all happens over at Discord, so come check us out. Oh, hey, Speedwagon, didn't know you were still here. Glad you're here. But tomorrow night is probably going to be Borderlands the pre-sequel with me and Brodie, maybe Miles if the stars align. Then on, well, I talked about the rest of the schedule. I'm not even going to go into that again. But it's either going to be Borderlands pre-sequel or Anthem with Jeremy and Jake. So stay tuned for that. But until then, hope to see you guys over at the Discord. And we will see you tomorrow night with something.
Bye, guys.
Oh yeah, that is true, Kalen. Thank you. I really need to change that. I haven't touched that in a long time. All right, cool. I'm gonna go change the description. Bye, guys. Later, cheese bags.